Now we are going to give some clarifications about the falsehood of Trinity. Another outspoken critic of the Trinitarian doctrine during the 16th century was Michael Servetus, who was regarded by many as the founder of modern Unitarianism. He lived at a time when the Roman Catholic Church was in chaos. This situation brought about the emergence of the Protestant reformists such as Martin Luther and John Calvin. Servetus, however, found the reformists' views fundamentally at variance with the teachings of Jesus, peace be upon him, particularly that of the belief in the unity of God. So, in 1531 AD, he published a book entitled The Errors of Trinity, in which he writes, "The philosophers have invented a third separate being truly and really distinct from the other two, which they call the third person, or the Holy Spirit, three beings in one nature. Admitting therefore these three, which after their fashion they call persons, they freely admit a plurality of beings, a plurality of entities, a plurality of essences, a plurality of substances, and taking the word God strictly, they will have a plurality of God. Because of his relentless belief in the oneness of God, Servetus was thrown into prison in Geneva on a charge of heresy. Subsequently, he was put to death, slowly under the torment of fire. One of his followers, Castello, expressed his feeling ostensibly in a melancholic tone. To burn a man is not to prove a doctrine. In the 17th century, John Biddle, the leader of Unitarianism in England, published a pamphlet entitled 12 Arguments Refuting the Deity of the Holy Spirit. In 1645 AD, Biddle was imprisoned for his Unitarian view. Later, he was summoned to appear before the Parliament, but he firmly denied the deity of the Holy Spirit. In 1648 AD, a severe ordinance was passed stating that anyone who denied the Trinity or the divinity of Jesus or the Holy Spirit would suffer death without the benefit of the clergy. In today's modern world, those who cling to the Trinitarian doctrine identify themselves as Christians largely to quench their thirst for religion. Most of them do not deny the mysterious nature of the Trinity, which is devoid of human logic and scientific explanation. This emanates from the hard fact that it was the masterpiece of Athanasius. In other words, it was a human innovation of the worst kind, which is nothing but blasphemy against God and his Unitarian attribute. Unfortunately, most of the Christians are not even aware that such a mysterious doctrine was so controversial. For many centuries, particularly during the reign of Emperor Constantine, many Christians only know Constantine as a hero. Let it be known, however, that Constantine, largely due to political consideration, was merely one of those who played roles of various sorts on the Trinitarian controversy. As a matter of fact, other Roman emperors and key religious leaders in Christendom, particularly during the 4th century, were involved in the Trinitarian crisis in one way or another. Now, if you want to make a calculation, say for example, A and B and C are three elements. But we can't say, for example, A and B and C are one. It's gonna be very silly. Now, we should know the best bricklayer can't build a house in the air. The best philosopher can't prove this evil, irrational, monstrous, pagan, foolish, etc. doctrine. Now, you can't be religious because you have lost your mind. If you say that A and B and C are one, you don't have, for example, three elements. You are insane. Now, you can't be a religious guy without a sound mind, for example. Your mind doesn't work because you confound, for example, A, B, and C. May God help us.